Well, I felt like I should sit and talk to you for a little bit. Do a little sit down talking with you update. Since I kind of left you hanging in the last video about the inspection. If you watched my last video about my apartment inspection. And is the glasses glare distracting on the camera here? I feel like it might be, so I'm just gonna take them off. Okay. And I know I like this sweatshirt a lot, and you've seen it in a lot of videos, and it's just something that's very comfortable for me. And it is Sunday, and this is kind of my day of relaxation and coming to my parents' house and all of that. So I know that I freaked out pretty good about the inspection on my place. But you would have too, because it's your home, it's where you live, you know, and things are so crazy in the world. It just, you know, moving right now isn't gonna work. If you're wondering what happened, they just didn't show up. They just didn't show up. They sent me a notice telling me in like 3 days they were coming back when they already had been there to do another inspection, which was bad news if they would need to do it in such a short amount of time. And then they just didn't show up. I mean, the reasons they gave didn't make any sense anyways. And even though it's been a couple of weeks now, they still haven't even talked to me, which is really weird. You know, I'm not allowed to have a pet there, you know, I have Creature. So me having to make it look like he doesn't live there, you know, come over to my parents' house, and then I can watch from my security cameras when anyone shows up. You know, I can see when they get there and when they leave and all of that. And then to go through all of that for them to not show up, you know? But anyways, I thought I would just let you know what happened with that. That was just super annoying. But when you think about it, that's actually the best outcome, because the reasons of them coming and being in my house could have been really bad. So them not showing up at all meant nothing bad happened. Yeah, it was annoying. Yeah, I moved some things around and I came over here and, you know, it ruined an entire day for me. But the outcome could have been a lot worse. Okay, so I guess that was the best way. I'm trying to think of things that I can tell you about that I've been up to. I haven't been going out. Haven't really, you know, life's weird now. Like, it's not even really that fun to go out anymore. Like, here in Portland, I only feel like there's 2 places worth going, and that would be Haley Paley's, the Tiki Bar, but I'm not drinking. I've been taking over a month break, so on the 9th of every month is the day that I'm staying, is a month of me not drinking alcohol and me not having carbs and me being on the super strict Herbalife diet. And you know, I'll probably drink again at some point in my life, but I'm feeling so much better. No carbs. I think carbs were bothering me and I just didn't know it. Like, I don't really feel that different not drinking. I used to have some wine at night and I haven't been doing that anymore. But I, you know, eventually I do want to go back to one of my favorite places, Haley Paley's, the Tiki Bar. So Haley Paley's is worth going in Portland, and then Ringside Steakhouse. So those are really the only 2 places. Now I know you want me to say that going to the strip clubs in Portland, Oregon are one of the things on the list that is worth going to. But I didn't put it on that list for a reason. I'm going to be careful with how I talk about this, just because I don't know who's watching this. And people like to twist things around and make them mean something different than what you really meant, because people like to be haters. So I'm going to be careful with how I talk about this. No, I don't put it on my list of things worth doing in Portland. I went to support the person I thought was my best friend at the time. He wanted to do these contests to better his life. He wanted to try something different and see if he could succeed at it. And because we were a team at the time, and I'm a very good supportive friend, I went there to support him by judging the contests, by filming the events, by coming up with the ideas to you know, make these little promotional videos and put them on YouTube to advertise certain events. That was all my idea. And that wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for me. I tried to find different creative ways to help him. And I don't really like talking about him on here and keeping doing that, but I feel like I have to, only because if you watch my channel, you know we used to go do that, and you're probably wondering if we're gonna go back. I would like to go back because I thought they made great videos, and because I like dressing up and it gave me an excuse to dress up. I like being in situations that society frowns on, okay? And you get to be in kind of a bubble where it's okay. Like, where else am I going to be able to ask people, whoa, what do you think of that girl's ass? You know, is that the, you know, whatever. And it's normal there. And I like that. But I ultimately wouldn't have gone to those things if I wasn't friends with him, okay? I would never have said to somebody, oh, let's go to this. Like if I saw an advertisement for it, I would never do that. And the problem I had with going was I feel like it made people think the wrong things about me. I think it gave people the wrong idea of who I am as a person. And I found that to be very upsetting. And it bothered me at times because people would assume that I must be a stripper or must have been a stripper in the past. I never was. I never wanted to be. I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that. I don't judge people that do that. Clearly, I have no problem with that kind of stuff. I wouldn't go if I had a problem with it. And I don't like people thinking that I would do something that I wouldn't do. I find that offensive. I also didn't like that people assumed that I was bisexual. I'm not. I'm very much straight. I can look at a woman and go, wow, she's very well put together and I admire the way she dances and she's very pretty, but it doesn't mean I'm turned on by her. You know, I can admire somebody for what they're good at. You know, I also had grown up taking a lot of dance classes, and I used to be in dance competitions like jazz dance, ballet, tap. Growing up, I used to be in competitions for that, so I could appreciate the art form of dancing. So those are reasons that I found, you know, why I could enjoy it and make it okay for me. I didn't like that people thought that it meant that I was easy. I didn't like that people thought that they could hook up with me. I didn't like that people thought that it must mean that I must be a hooker. I found that to be extremely offensive because I am not a hooker and I wouldn't feel comfortable being one. There was just a whole lot of things that I found extremely offensive that I didn't like the association with. You know, I liked the excuse to dress up. You know, it gave me a reason to wear sequins, and it gave me a reason to wear, you know, outfits I would never wear out in public except there, you know, was the excuse to wear things like that. And I don't think you should assume by the way that I look that I must be a certain type of person or I must do certain things just because you find me attractive or this person finds me attractive or I dressed up for an event, because you really are supposed to dress up to the events. And if you didn't dress up, well, I'm sorry, you did look a little weird. This is a long explanation for this that I wasn't trying to give, and here we are, and now we're dealing with it. Going to the events was fun because I was a judge. And there's going to be people that might not like that I say this, but the events are not fun as a customer. I'm going to be honest with you. If I was a customer going, I would be bored because you really can't see anything. When that place gets packed, there are so many people standing up and blocking the stage, you don't even see anything. And it's hard to get a drink because they don't have enough bartenders, and you just almost regret being there because you're just standing around being bumped into and there's barely anywhere to sit. They don't even have enough seats for everybody. That's why people buy tables ahead of time, because they know there's not going to be anywhere to sit down. And the whole, you know, rack at the stage, the seating at the stage is going to be full with the judges. So would I recommend a customer going to an event? I'm going to say no. I'm sorry, I'm going to say no. And it's okay for me to say that now because I'm not involved with those things anymore. Go ahead and be mad at me, mister. I'm not going to recommend your events. I'm just not going to, because I never found them to be fun. And I know you always thought I had fun, but it's just because I like dressing up, and I like doing things that are different, that society doesn't like. I like going against society, and that's the only reason. Sometimes, go ahead and be mad at me, go ahead and talk shit about me, you do it anyways, so I might as well just get to say what I have to say. I didn't say all of it, I said a tiny bit. Believe me, I have a whole lot to say about this topic, but it's not gonna be today. And I'm gonna get in trouble for saying this and regret saying this at all. And someone's gonna be like, well, you just said you didn't like going. I liked going as a judge. I liked feeling like I was part of it. But I wouldn't like going if I felt like I was an outsider. If I was an outsider, then it wouldn't be fun. And most people that go are going as outsiders. I would like to go back to film for my YouTube channel, and I'd love to dress up again and do all that again, yes. It was fun to go as a judge. It was fun to film the events. It was fun to make the videos for you guys. I enjoyed making them for YouTube. And I think it's good for him too, because there were people that wouldn't be able to go that then could see it. I can never win, I swear. So since we're on the topic of strip clubs and strippers and all of that, something really tragic and awful happened to one of the well-known dancers here, Mary Jane. You've seen her in the contests. She's won a lot of the contests. And, you know, I don't know a whole lot about what happened to her because she's only an acquaintance to me. But from what I know, she was stabbed in the back by her boyfriend. He stabbed her hands. He lit her apartment on fire, and her cat died in her apartment. I did reach out to her to let her know that I'm thinking of her, that I'm worried about her, you know, that I'm here. If she needs me, I'm sure she has plenty of support. I see all these GoFundMe pages going out because she lost everything, you know? She lost everything in the fire. And you know, I let her know that I had a situation with a boyfriend attacking me, and Mary Jane is also a tattoo artist, and she actually tattooed the crazy person one time, you know, my crazy person. She gave him a tattoo one time. So then I started thinking, oh no, what if, you know, they meet again and something happens? So I let her know about that. You know, if your hands are stabbed and you've been stabbed in the back, I don't know how bad it is. Does that mean she's not going to be able to dance anymore? Maybe she can't dance anymore with being stabbed in the hands. Maybe she can't do her tattoo stuff anymore. I don't know. I really don't know. So if I can link her GoFundMe here to help her rebuild, I'm going to try to do that because I want to help people as much as I can. And you've enjoyed watching her in my videos if you've been following me. And I know times are hard, so you don't have to do anything. I'm not telling you have to. But I just want to put that out here as a bigger way of helping her. So I just thought I would tell you about that. And here is just another reason why I'm afraid to go and meet another guy. Why I'm afraid to go out and meet new people. Because look at this. Look what happened to me. Look what happened to her. Look what happened to, you know, 100 other girls out there. You know, it's scary stuff. It's scary stuff. You know, when are the values going to come back about loving and appreciating each other and getting through the hard times and sticking it out? Other things that are going on that are just simply annoying. You know, I had taken some very nice pictures at the hotel when I did that photo shoot, and I had printed them out, and I had sent some of them to Lion in prison because, you know, he enjoys getting mail and pictures and stuff like that. And of course, I didn't take anything inappropriate, and I wouldn't send anything inappropriate to a prison, obviously. And they're trying to say that I'm naked or there's nudity in these pictures, and there's no nudity in these pictures. Trust me, there is no nudity in these pictures. They're very nice pictures. They're sexy pictures, but there's no nudity. And I just find that I'm picked on a lot. I feel like people know nothing about me, and they take a look at me, and then they pass judgment, and then they want to hate on me, and they want to ruin things for me, and they want to make things harder for me. And it's just like, enough is enough already with this. Stop this. I don't have an amazing life. I'm not out here having fun and loving life and enjoying myself, okay? Trust me, you would not want my life, okay? You wouldn't want this. It looks fun, but it's not. Anyways, that's my short but long update. This was supposed to be like 2 minutes, and now here we are at like 20 minutes, but it was nice to hang out. I'm thinking of you. I'm always trying to think of something, but if I don't think of something good enough to film, I'm not gonna waste your time, okay? I don't wanna waste your time. So just know when I film something and I post it, I think there's something interesting about it and worth your time, okay? Okay, wild animals. Well, if you haven't already, hit the like button. It helps me out a lot. And remember to always have patience with people, because we are all going through something. Okay, I will see you next time. Creature likes to watch the Home Shopping Network. I'm watching Jessica Simpson. She's selling dresses or whatever. He, for some reason, likes to watch the women walking around modeling the dresses. So I've just left it on because it's cute how he's watching them. I guess they're not walking around right now, but there was women twirling around in her dresses, and he's been really interested in watching. Do you like Jessica Simpson? Yeah? Oh, he answered yes. Oh, you do like Jessica Simpson.
So here comes my lady sashaying. You guys, don't you just feel like you want to twirl on the runway in this dress?
Do you like these dresses? Creature, do you like them? Are these good dresses? Yeah? Yeah? Okay.